welcome to the dump. Today we're doing a Love Letter to You 2 revisit / ranking / review / reaction. So, don't have very many thoughts about this album to start off, just because didn't really listen to this album very much back in the day, did we?
No, I just consider it like a kind of a forgettable Trippie album.
Which is kind of crazy because it dropped like when he was in his prime. I mean,
Yeah,
this is right when he like. Right
this
when
is
he
the
got
last
out.
album he dropped before he got a deal with the label. Which
Yeah,
is
exactly.
Kind of curious.
Yeah, and his first album was absolutely crazy, dude. Then he dropped this one, and I just feel like it's not really as popular as his first one. So we're gonna get into why that is. So we'll start off with the first track here, Bust Down.
I just got a new Porsche.
Well, let's go ahead and give it a ranking here. All right. Well, I put it at number 4. What'd you put? We put it at number 7.
I put it at number 7 with a 6.8.
Oh yeah, and I gave it a 7.3. I actually remember playing this song back in the day. Like I said, it was a single. I'm pretty sure it was a single, or it dropped on SoundCloud beforehand. So it's why it's the most popular song on the album. It's also the intro too. But yeah, I think he did pretty decent on this track. To be honest with you, he had that his classic raspy voice on there. Mm-hmm. Cool beat.
Yeah, I think it was nice seeing a cool little grounded beat. I think it had some fun vocals. For some reason, for me though, it just feels like it's missing something. It feels a little one-dimensional, but I don't know. It feels like there's just like a little something missing from it. Like
I'm gonna say that about this whole album. Honestly, it feels like there's something missing because like Love Letter to You 1 was so like, I don't know. It had like a feeling to it. You know what I mean?
To me, this one's like on the verge of being good, but it's still very passable. Like it's a very passable Trippie song.
Yeah, I gave this a good. I think it's a good song, but well, that's about it for that one. So let's move on to track 2, which is Feel Good.
Don't this shit look real nice?
All right, well, let's go and give it a ranking. Number 8, I gave it with a 5.5.
I got a number 10 with a 5.5.
Thought the song was mid, dude.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like the beginning actually sounds pretty good, but then as the song goes on, it kind of.
I think the feature's fine. Like it doesn't add, it doesn't take away.
Like it's not bad, but
it just feels like it's a mad Trippie song. This is what we're kind of accustomed to seeing a little bit more now.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. I just didn't really do anything for me.
Yeah, he wasn't doing anything terrible. It just he didn't really add so much to the song. I just felt like he was riffing a little bit.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. Not much to really say about that one, so
yeah.
Move on to the third song, In Too Deep.
Said I'm in too deep, I'm in too deep.
All right, well, let's go and give it a ranking. All right, In Too Deep, I gave it a number 3 with a 7.8, so very good.
I got number 1 with an 8.9.
Oh,
like
I'm really surprised how high of a score you gave that one.
I really love this song. Like
Yeah.
outside of like just like re-listening to this, like this is a song I've always listened to off this album.
Yeah, I've had this one saved for quite a while too, so I understand. This song is very good. I was gonna say a comparison. Oh yeah, that's right. So from like these top 3 are like definitely the songs that I played the most on the album. From down to like here, I played a little bit, and then like from like right here, I think it's like right here. These are all songs that I just don't play at all. Like,
No, it's a huge gap for me from 1 to like literally everything else on this album.
Sure,
Like
yeah.
I think he has some great vocals. This is by far the catchiest song on the album. And
Yeah, super. I
It's
love
got
it.
some fire synths in it too.
I was just gonna say that. Yeah, I absolutely love the instrumental on here. Synths were fire. Trippie flowed great. Like, yeah, I think he did perfect on
Yeah,
this.
this is
song.
borderline amazing for me. Like,
Sure, yeah,
like this is like the mold of Trippie. Like, I really want to see back. Like,
This is what we need back,
like,
dude. This is what we need back.
Just these like melodic, and he's not like it's not like he's leaning too much on the instrumentals. You know.
Yep.
Like he really matches it and like really gives the song more value to me.
Yeah, for sure. Well, let's move on to the 4th song, Dead Man's Wonderland.
Hey man, promise they keep up these people, hey man.
All right, well, let's rank it. All right, Dead Man's Wonderland. I threw that one at number 1, and I gave it an 8.1, so really great song here for me.
Yeah, I put it at number 6 with a 6.8.
I do have some bias for this song, though, because first off, I think it's criminally underrated again, dude. Very underrated song here. People do not talk about this song enough. Love the vibes. Super chill Trippie song. He has that classic raspy flow or whatever the hell he's doing, man. I love it so much. I actually did enjoy the feature quite a bit too. I like the feature a lot.
Okay.
And I think Trippie did great on this one. That's actually, it's literally my favorite song on the whole album. It's probably my most played song on the album.
Interesting.
So,
Yeah. There's some good melodies. It's a little repetitive, and I think the feature's okay.
There is a repetitiveness, yeah.
This artist was on the last album too, the Noshia. I think it was okay. Maybe just not for me, but
Sure.
I still think it's very passable. It's like you said in the beginning, like a lot of these songs, it feels like it's missing a little something, like just a little juice to like really make it like a perfect song.
Just like the first album just had everything, I felt like, but there was some stuff missing here, but he would definitely come back. So, all right, well, let's move on to track 5, Whoa 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 / Crash Bandicooters. All right, well, let's give this one a ranking. Whoa Whoa Whoa, I put it at number 8 with a 5.5. So yeah.
I put it at number 14 with a 4.9.
So you get that one last place, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Whoa 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 kind of blows. So.
Yeah, wasn't really feeling this one. I thought it was pretty mid. Trippie had a decent flow, but wasn't really a fan of the feature, and I thought the beat was kind of basic. So
yeah, I think it's just kind of a boring song. I think it's too long, and there's nothing really engaging out of the basic
so
ass
long.
hook.
Yeah,
It's just kind of getting carried by that. Like
yeah. Well, yeah. I don't know much. I don't have really anything to say about it. So
it's just. I think it's the worst song to me by far here, honestly. So
yeah, let's move on to number 6. Back of My Mind. All right, well, let's rank. All right, Back of My Mind, last place, 4.3. Yeah, well, how would you gave it on the same, right?
yeah, I put it at number 13 with a 5.1.
I tried so dang hard to get into this song. I listened to it like 5 times, and I can't get into it, bro. I cannot. I think Trippie had some cool vocals in the beginning, but I cannot get into that beat. I don't know what the hell he was doing with that beat. I was not a fan.
You know what Annie is, right? Like that musical. It feels like an instrumental that come off
like what was that beat, dude? Like he had such cool beats in the past.
It's not even a bad beat to me. It's just
I didn't like the beat personally.
I think it's just kind of random.
It's also almost 5 minutes long.
Yeah,
dude.
it's too long.
Are you what?
He's got like zero chemistry with the artist on there too, bro. Like it just feels kind of sloppy, put together song.
I didn't know which feature was which, but the last feature wasn't bad. I just wasn't a fan of the first feature. I don't know who was who, but
yeah, no, it doesn't really matter. But
yeah, it doesn't really matter.
I think there's just
not much really to say about that, to be honest. So I think we just move on. So track 7 today. All right, well, let's rank. Today I put it at number 2 actually with a 7.9.
really interesting.
Yeah, what'd you put it?
I put it at 8 with a 5.8.
Actually, quite surprised. I've been jamming this song for a few years now. I actually really did like this song. I think the beat was super upbeat, happy, kind of like a happy song, you know. Uno did have some pretty low energy on there, but I don't feel like he really ruined the song. I think he did okay on the feature. I like Trippie's performance on this one too. Overall, I think the song is actually really good. I've been playing it for a while, but
I think the instrumental's cool. I just think Trippie's not really bringing anything crazy to the table here. I think it's all right. And I don't know what it is with these Uno features for these first 2 albums. I just think they're pretty boring. Like it's not something I really want to hear. Like it just doesn't feel like it fits the vibe.
He used to be like a whole different artist back in the day because he kind of like used to work with Cardi and stuff. And I know he did a lot of inspiration. But then I don't know what really happened to him. I know there's some fallout and stuff. And
yeah, I just don't think he's bringing much to the table here. It just makes it kind of boring for me. But
I got you. All right, well, let's move on to number 8. Hellboy. All right, let's rank. Hellboy got a 7.0, number 5. So
I got number 2 with a 7.3.
Sure, yeah. I think it was a good track.
Yeah, I like the chill instrumental. He's flowing on here. I think this is the best rapping performance on the album.
Sure.
For me personally.
I think it was the perfect length, too. Like, it wasn't too long, it wasn't too short.
Yeah, I think... Yeah, he was flowing pretty good. He goes in the story talking about putting Donald Trump in his trunk and...
Oh, yeah, I heard that part. That was pretty funny. That was pretty funny. He did pretty good on that one, though. It wasn't too bad. That's funny, because I actually didn't really know that song that much until I re-listened to it again. I was like, oh, I think I heard it before, but I never added it. So I re-added it, so... Yeah, that was pretty good.
It's a good song.
Yeah, well, let's move on to Back. Oh, that's right. Back. Put number 12 with a 4.6. Thought it was pretty mid. Thought it was pretty rushed. It didn't sound very well like mixed.
Yeah,
Is that just
no.
me, or it didn't really sound like it
I
was
had
mixed
it
very well?
at number 12 with a 5.1, so yeah, I also gave it a mid score. I think it was just really forgettable the longer it went on.
It's the least streamed song on the album, I think, too.
I just think it's pretty boring, man. It's like
That's what I mean. Like,
there's
it
like
just didn't-
nothing like really there to pull you in. You're like
Not really.
that's recyclable, but you know,
It's alright.
yeah, it's just a mid song. There's nothing really interesting to talk about within it when
Yeah.
it comes to instrumental or anything. So
Yeah. Well, number 10, Dangerous. Alright, well, let's rank. Dangerous, I threw at number 6 with a 6.0, so passable.
yeah, no, I gave it put it at number 4 with a 6.9.
Oh, sure. Okay,
Yeah,
that's a bit better.
I think this is where he's starting to find like some of his better like fine tuning with his song structures. I think the features are decent, but
Sure.
they didn't do enough to make it like a good track to me. I think it's pretty passable, but they just don't add too much value to the song.
Sure.
But I think it was a good hook. You know, it's a cool hook.
It was alright. Features did okay, so it was alright. Well, number 11, Overweight. Alright, well, let's rank. Put Overweight at number 10 with a 5.3. Thought it was mid. It was okay.
Yeah, I put it at number 9 with a 5.6. You know, it's just another mid song. I think there's some cool flows on there, but honestly, this song just feels like 4 other songs on this project. That's what I was thinking. Just like the
Yeah.
same kind of pocket and vibe. Just
Didn't really do much for
You
me,
know,
but
just really relying on these like repetitive hooks on this album, I feel like.
yeah. Yeah, in my opinion, I thought the bottom half just felt really the same, but that's just me, I guess. But,
Yeah, no, I agree.
yeah, it felt very similar. I'm going number 12, Overdose. Alright, let's rank. Number 7 with a 5.5.
I got it at number 11 with a 5.4.
That was okay. Not a song where I was like, it's okay.
Yeah, it just feels like another copy and paste from like last couple songs. I don't
Yeah.
like I said, I don't think it's bad. It's just not good in any way, bro. Like
I don't know, like, it's
it's just
good.
riding
Like,
the same vibe, same line, like, you know.
yeah. Wasn't really that big of a fan.
You're getting some kind of cringy bars too, you know, like
Yeah. Honestly, let's just move on. Number 13.
I'm with it.
I Know How to Self-Destruct. Well, let's rank. I Know How to Self-Destruct. I gave it a 5.0. That was okay.
I put it at 5 with a 6.9 actually, so
Oh, you gave it a 6.9?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I thought it was a little too short.
that's what I was thinking. I think it was short and sweet. It could have been longer.
Felt like an interlude, if anything.
And what I liked about this feels like the vibes you start to creep into like a Life's a Trip, his first studio album under the label. I like the vibes. It's just kind of short.
Yeah.
It's the only thing really holding it back for me.
I thought the beat was cool, too.
Yeah, no, I
was cool.
I thought the mixing was actually decent, and it started to fray away from the same like I don't know, like 5 or 6 of these songs where they start like really molding into the same song. It feels like almost
Yeah.
just with a different name, but. Yeah, I think it's a cool song. Nothing great. Like I said, it's barely passable for me. So
Yeah. Last track, Let Me Down. All right, well, let's rate. Here we go, last track, Let Me Down. It's probably our biggest difference out of any of the songs. I gave it number 13, and I gave it a 4.4. So I wasn't really messing with it, honestly.
yeah, I put it at number 3 and I gave it a 7.
Oh, okay.
I think it's a good track, honestly.
I wasn't really messing with it.
I think he's got some cool vocals. I really like the vibe, and honestly, this is like the bag of stuff in the song. Like I feel like it's just what he's missing now, man. Like just like pure harmonizing and not like I said, just trying to do too much and trying to be kind of gimmicky. It just, you know, I think it's a good track. Replay value though is gonna hold it down to a 7, like,
Sure.
and that's being probably kind of generous. So
Yeah. Well, let's give it an overall ranking and let's see where we stand. Here we go. So, thought it was a 6.0, which is on the verge of passable. So, I think the album was passable.
yeah,
We're talking overall.
Yeah. I gave it a 6.2. I think it's barely passable just because it just felt like a lot of rinse and repeat.
Yeah, a lot of the same there near the end, in my opinion. But
I think this is a big step down from a Love Letter to You 1. I think just
Completely agree.
from production to even like he just had probably some of his most electrifying like hooks and verses on there. Like this one, it definitely felt a lot more rushed compared to the first one where it was like tuned pretty well.
Which is crazy to see, but they come out like 3 to 4 months after the first one, so that was kind of strange. But
But yeah.
Yeah, leave a comment below if you'd agree or not, or leave a like too, because if you made it this far, you might as well subscribe. So,
and don't forget, dump.